Looks like it was kind of greasy wherever you went.
Yeah, yeah, it was. And there was some low spots that were mushy and slick.
Well, we have a bison hanging underneath that tarp. It cooled all night. So today, we're gonna cook a meal, eat some of all of the food we brought. We brought enough food for a week, and so far we've only been here 3 days. We're gonna take that bison, get all the meat off the bone, get stuff ready, and if it stops raining, which it may not, the hope is we could head out of here tomorrow. But you got to cross some big washes to get out of here that I just went and talked to some other guys. They said they're washed out right now and they'll be repaired as quick as the rain drains out of these basins. So nothing else we can do. May as well sit around, build fire, stay warm, tell stories, take care of all of our bison meat, enjoy camp.
Just gonna kind of do a little camp hash here with just roast some potatoes and onions and spices. And I have some, brought some pastrami caribou brisket that I'll chop up and I'll throw in here right at the last second to get it all warmed up and serve it up. We'll cook this right over the fire in a big boat of foil. Cover this bad boy back up, let it go for a few more minutes in there, get all nice and toasty. Ourselves.
How many is this?
Caribou.
Caribou. Have to keep a list of all the different types of animal I eat on this hunt.
For those of you who want to know, J.R. Young is for hire to cook in your camp for $2,000 a day.
That's a bargain.
And it's worth it.
Plus transportation.
Is that true?
Transportation included.
Yeah, absolutely. Maybe I'll start myself a side hustle here.
So, we just talked to locals here who confirmed our fear that these roads are impassable. You got to cross a big wash down here, and they just drove down and they said it's doable. They said there's one really bad spot. They said veer right because you don't want to go down in that big hole on the left, which is fine to say if you're in a truck. But if you're in a truck with a trailer pushing you, not as easy said as done. Yeah. But they said that right now you can cross those washes, but once this snow starts melting, it'll be a slow melt, but lots of water, and they don't think you'll be able to get out for a few days. And that's supposed to keep snowing until Wednesday, and today's Sunday.
If we can't get through, hook up the generator and we all crawl in the camper.
Yeah. That's what they said. If you go down and you can't get across, just
wait.
Sit up and wait, and that way at least you're there and at the ready.
We'll get rocks and build the bridge.
Well, I don't know what choice we have, guys. We got to do it now.
Yep.
Because it's 3 o'clock. By the time we get packed, it's going to be 4:30.
Yep.
And we got to hustle. Welcome to my world, folks. It's sketchy. I've got over a ton of llamas and hay behind me in a trailer. Fortunately, I have trailer brakes. I've got my truck loaded to the gills. I got 3 guys. I got more gear than you can believe. And it's gonna be nothing but grease getting out of here. But we gotta go now. do the llamas and just walk them down here.
So there's less weight.
Yeah.
I can do that.
And
Not a bad idea.
Bang into something.
Yeah.
Not a bad idea.
Because of all the weight of the llamas,
Safety.
I had Marcus and Dan walk the llamas down. They say this is the last bad part.
Look at that.
Oh my
my truck's
God.
sideways.
Oh my God.
That was that corner?
Mm-hmm.
You can hear a lot of yelling.
They're like, yeah, I guess. Look at that thing.
Probably here.
But I knew I had to keep going.
And Ray's probably in there, yeah!
I'm like, 8 seconds, that's all I gotta ride.
Oh man.
What happens after that, who knows? Yeah, perfect. As long as you got that there to kick you, you'll be alright. Because you can just ride it slow down it.
You think
Hit that and shoot out. Yeah, I do.
It's good. It's ankle deep and it's pretty gritty underneath.
Yeah.
So I'm not worried.
Yeah.
Did I go the wrong way?
Yeah. No, there's a really nice way over there. There's like a 2-foot drop off.
I felt it, but I made it.
I didn't even film it because I was like, no, stop.
The front of your truck was
Duke's a hazard.
the front of your truck was not touching anything, not water, nothing for a second. I have never seen anything like that in my life. Never, right? I've seen a lot of things. I'm 54 years old. I have never seen anything like that, ever.
Well, you hadn't hung out with me very much.
And we didn't catch it on film because Marcus is like, no, 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 stop.
We're all yelling.
I'm like, too late, man.
He's not gonna hear you over the revving of the motor.
Too late.
We're stuck here for the night. There's a big wash right here below us. And way behind us, there's a bunch of rigs. They're stuck. They're trying to go this way. Down below, there's some rigs who we'd kind of been following them. They're stranded. everybody's stranded trying to get one way or the other because this wash down here is one of the big drainages in here, and it's wiped out. You went down and looked at it, JR.
Yeah.
You wouldn't try it with your rig?
Not even wouldn't even think about it. It's just a soupy, sloppy mess. I mean, the water, supposedly when those guys first got down here, they were here about an hour ahead of us. It had dropped. The water dropped considerably. But even if the water's all gone tomorrow, somebody's got to come down with some heavy equipment to clear it out. And the downside of that is that the county will do it, but tomorrow's Columbus Day. So
we're not going anywhere for a while. We're number 4, 5, and 6 in line. Ray took his truck and his fifth wheel 27-foot trailer off of
I stood up to it. It was above my knee.
Right.
It was above my knee.
So the bank wash between where the washout was and the water was about this high. And then when you jumped in, it was up to JR's knees. So he went off a ledge at least waist tall. Yeah. Just floored it. Once he saw he'd picked the wrong route, he just floored it. And I'm watching him like, this is not happening. He is good. He's going to ruin everything.
there's like all the doors are open. I was thinking the radio is almost popped out of the wall.
Yeah, windows gone. His
man.
Spare tire rack here is all messed up.
His stairs are torqued.
Well, this is a lesson to people who hunt. Some of these really remote places. Don't be in a hurry. Because I don't have to be anywhere till next Sunday, and today is Sunday. So I can be stuck here for 7 days. JR has to be home in about 4 days.
Yeah.
And the camera guys, I feel that bad because Dan's wife is pregnant, and we got a text up there that she's in the ER with some side pain. I don't think the baby's okay, but still, it's nerve-wracking for him to be stranded. But that's just how it goes, folks. We have battled the weatherman all year this year. Thanks, folks. Have a good night. We're going to.
All right. Woo. Let's go, boys.
Through a creek that was up to the hood, and I hit the other bank right about here and just buried that skid plate into the sand. But I had so much momentum coming down a hill with the trailer behind me that all that sand and dirt just buried into the skid plate, and it folded the skid plate right up underneath my truck. That thing is ripping, folks. We didn't have any choice.
Yeah.
And you come down off that hill and you're at this angle.
It just drops in.
You just bury it into the bank.
Yeah. You take a Ray White approach. We are home free, folks.
All right, folks. We are in this world's worst snowstorm mud hole. We've been stranded for the better part of a day and a half trying to get off the Henry Mountains, thanks to rain and snow high, rain low of biblical proportions. So now we're here at a visitor's information center in Torrey, Utah. We're gonna divvy up this meat. Whatever is going with you, Ray, we'll put in your game bags.
Okay.
We'll be here for a few hours, trimming and cutting.
I honestly, backstraps are my least favorite.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I am. This thing right here, shanks and neck are like some of my favorite cuts because they're.
What do we have here? What
unique.
was this? Was this?
That is
flank?
that's a flank. That's a brisket. Yeah. So
Okay.
I mean that can either be
That's
ground, but that's one that.
Is that something you would know what to do with?
Absolutely.
See how much your table can support here.
It says 350.
It says 350.
Here's where the bone bod had penetrated that muscle. Right. Just missed.
Is that it?
Yeah, right there.
Wow.
That's the side you hit. Scapula's like right here. You missed it by 4 inches.
Well, guys, it's been an adventure of the Henry Mountains, multiple days, and it wasn't just the hunting that was the adventure. If you've ever been to southern Utah and get in a torrential downpour of biblical proportions, you better plan on camping overnight in a place or two. And we're really in debt to that crew that was in front of us.
Yes,
we
we
spent
are.
all night shoveling to get across that wash, because by the time I went through, I was the last guy. It was sketchy.
It was about the end of it. End
Washing
of its
me
rope.
downstream, I smashed into the bank, but crawled out of there. So
It's been an
Thanks
epic
for having us.
event for me that I'll never forget. So thank you.
yeah, we got the meat all processed and divvied up between us. Now we all got to part and go separate ways and go back to the realities of life. Thanks for following along, folks.